Welcome to brotherstv. And today we are going to showing you top 10 Death Note moments. Before we begin, we publish new video every day, so make sure to subscribe for more great content. Number 10. Light meets Ryuk. After testing the powers of the Death Note, Light begins to realize the power he holds in his hands. At that moment a Shinigami, Death God, named Ryuk enters the room. At first Light is shocked by this but quickly gathers his bearings and converses with Ryuk. Number 9. Light finally getting caught by Nier and his team. Nier tells Light that he had tampered with the real Death Note and that Mikami's was a fake. Light, realizing this was his downfall, quickly tried to write the names of the investigators on a piece of his Death Note, but before he could do so was shot. He then fled the scene, bleeding profusely. Number 8. Light meets L. Light first noticed L at the college entrance exam sitting in a strange position in his chair. He knew that something was off with this guy. Then at the graduation ceremony Light and L had to give speeches because they received the highest scores of all the students. After L finished his speech he went and sat by Light and told him that he was L. Light retained his composure and tried to wrap his head around what had just been told to him. It was a moment that I did not see coming at all. Number 7. Light and L fight. I just found it ironic that Light and L break out into a physical confrontation when they have been psychologically destroying one another this whole time. It was pretty funny too because they were handcuffed to each other and were surprisingly adept to fighting. Number 6. Light gets his memories back. You finally realize what Light's grand plan was. By relinquishing his ownership of the Death Note along with killings continuing to occur, L's suspicions of Light being Kira are lowered. There is a lot more to the plan than just that, but I just thought it was really intense when his memories came back to him. It was an incredibly risky but ingenious plan. Also, around this time L sees the Shinigami for the first time, which was also interesting. Number 5. Detective Yagami dies believing that Light is not Kira. Detective Yagami made a deal with Ryuk to get the Shinigami eyes. On his deathbed he looked at Light and realized that he wasn't Kira. I found this almost heartbreaking because Light is in fact Kira, he just wasn't at the time because he relinquished his ownership of the Death Note. Therefore, Detective Yagami died with false hope and relief. Cry. Number 4. L makes Misa Amane look extremely stupid. L makes random sly comments, but this one towards Misa is hilarious, but let me explain first. Misa and Light are dating, but unbeknownst to her Light is just using her to succeed in his plans. Misa, however, is obsessed with Light and would do anything for him. This is the conversation. Misa, I could never live in a world without Light. L, yes, that would be dark. Joy. What a troll, lol. It's more funny in the show, I promise. Number 3. Light eats a chip. L has cameras installed in Light's room, so Light has Ryuk find the whereabouts of all of them in exchange for some apples. Then L sets his room up where he can continue watching the news to kill criminals. There is a scene where he eats a chip to make it seem like he's doing normal teenage things. It's just that he eats it so dramatically that it is hilarious. Number 2. Rem kills L, Watari, and herself. Light tricks Rem into writing L and Watari's name in her Death Note. Because of this, Rem died due to the rule that if a Shinigami extends someone's life by killing another person, then that Shinigami will die. The reason she did this was to protect Misa from being executed after L found out she was the second Kira. As L was dying he looked into Light's sinister eyes and presumably realized what just happened. Number 1. Ryuk kills Light. As promised, Ryuk would kill Light when it was his time to die. As Light was running from the investigators still bleeding from the gunshot wounds, he thought about everything that had happened from when he found the Death Note. He eventually collapsed on the stairwell and the story ends. It made me feel so bad for him and had me tearing up at the end. It is one of my favorite stories of all time. That's all folks, and thanks for taking the time to